Payday 2 has been on my list to test for quite some time and recently just got marked as verified, so this does match my experience for the most part. However, there was some weird quirks on the initial start that if you actually use the touchscreen and not the controller to press OK or get through the initial front screens, the controller stops working, so be warned on that front. Only use the controller from the start, otherwise you've got to quit and restart again. Otherwise 60 frames per second solid in career mode is not an issue, and we'll go into the multiplayer mode in just a second. But as you can see, a rock solid 60 frames per second at 16 millisecond frame time, doing absolutely wonderful here. And as we look at the settings, you can see this is running on the default Proton, no changes at all here, and also the official layout for Payday 2 on the Steam controller. Resolution wise, we're using the 1280 by 800 and the default high settings with VSync enabled, so it caps that 60 frames per second and gives a smooth experience. However, once we go into the online play, I did accidentally go into Mayhem initially and wondered why I was dying a lot. You can see this dropped down to 30 frames per second and was really a little bit jerky with those frame times a bit all over the place. So if you are going to play Mayhem, you are going to want to be tweaking down some of those settings. I certainly got hammered here as I was only a level 12, but fortunately the people were quite kind and let me know that I was essentially in the wrong lobby, and I quit out of this one and went into a slightly easier game. As I'm still learning Payday 2, I was very much a noob and way over my head here. So into a normal multiplayer match, keeping those high settings, you can see I was getting only around 40 to 50 frames per second, so you definitely want to be dropping down to those medium settings or capping the frame rate at 40 Hz to give that super stable experience. In career mode, 60 frames is not an issue, but clearly on multiplayer with so much more shooting going on, there is an issue holding that higher frame rate. So medium settings or capped 40 frames per second is going to be your best place here. I'll leave you with a bit more of the gameplay here without me talking, so you can get a good feel for the game and performance. Let us know in the comments below if there is a game that you are on the lookout for, and if it's in our library, we'll take a look. Thanks for watching and enjoy the rest of the video.